Distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, on behalf of the Parliament of the Republic of Azerbaijan, I greet all parliamentary delegations attending the 43rd General Assembly of IPA. I would like to thank His Excellency, Mr. Henk Samrin, for his invitation and his hospitality. Honorable colleagues, Azerbaijan attaches great importance to its relations with Southeast Asian countries and aims to further deepen bilateral and multilateral cooperation with them. We are convinced that enhancing ties with the parliamentarians of ASEAN member states will add an important dimension to the already existing relations, will serve for the further strengthening of cooperation between our countries and people, and also contribute to peace, solidarity, and sustainable development. Honorable colleagues, located at the crossroads of East and West in the South Caucasus region, my country, Azerbaijan, has an ancient traditions of statehood. Based on this tradition, the people of Azerbaijan established the first democratic parliamentary republic in the Muslim East in 1918, at the beginning of the 20th century. The same year, ahead of most Western countries, Azerbaijan gave women the right to vote. In 1991, Azerbaijan was able to restore its independence, which marked the beginning of a new era in the history of my country. Azerbaijan pursues an independent policy based on the norms and principles of international law. Mutual trust and beneficial cooperation are essential elements for development of bilateral and multilateral relations. Azerbaijan has been a reliable partner, contributing to energy security and implementing transportation projects that link East and West. Azerbaijan is a country where various religious and ethnic groups have coexisted together in an atmosphere of peace and friendship for centuries. Multiculturalism is a way of life for our people. Respect for different cultures, religions, and races is an integral part of the moral values of Azerbaijani people. Honorable colleagues, being a responsible member of the international community, Azerbaijan does its best to contribute to global peace, cooperation, and development. Today, Azerbaijan, through its initiatives on enhancing global solidarity on common challenges such as COVID-19, successfully chairs the non-aligned movement, the second largest grouping of states worldwide. Acknowledging the importance of interparliamentary cooperation on a global scale, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, His Excellency Mr. Ilham Aliyev, and the Chairman of the non-aligned movement, put forward the initiative to develop parliamentary dimension of the movement. The parliamentary network of the NAM was inaugurated in Madrid in November 2021 and held its first Baku conference in June this year in Azerbaijan. As the chair of the parliamentary network of NAM, I would like to state that the network is ready to contribute to common goals by actively engaging with other parliamentary organizations, including IPA. Honorable colleagues, 20% of the internationally recognized territories of Azerbaijan were under the occupation of our neighbor Armenia for almost 30 years. Unfortunately, numerous resolutions and decisions on international organizations, including the United Nations Security Council, demanding withdrawal of Armenian forces from Azerbaijan's territories, were not implemented. Armenia carried out ethnic cleansing in these territories that resulted in more than 1 million Azerbaijanis becoming refugees and internally displaced persons. Almost 4,000 citizens of Azerbaijan still remain missing since the First Karabakh War. During the years of occupation, Armenia deliberately destroyed all our cities and villages, vandalized all historical, cultural, and religious sites of Azerbaijan. The biggest city of Karabakh, Aghdam city, was destroyed to such an extent that it is called by international experts as Hiroshima of Caucasus. In 2020, Azerbaijan implemented the resolution of United Nations by itself and restores its territorial integrity, norms of international law and historical justice. Now we have started the large-scale restoration and reconstruction works in these territories. Liberated territories are declared a green energy zone. Smart cities and smart villages are being built. Infrastructure and transportation projects are being implemented. The opening of Zangezur corridor will greatly increase transport potential of the region. The first families of former IDPs have already started returning back to their homes. However, there are serious impediments to this process. One of them is that Armenia has planted more than 1 million mines in these territories. Since the end of the Second Karabakh War 2 years ago, almost 270 Azerbaijanis have been killed or seriously injured as a result of mine explosions. Honourable colleagues, despite being the victim of occupation, it is Azerbaijan that makes efforts to ensure a long-term peace and stability in the region and has proposed to Armenia to normalize relations and sign a peace agreement on the basis of 5 principles of international law. However, Armenia shows a destructive position and makes contradictory statements that negatively impact this process. Armenia should refrain from such actions and take real steps to sign a peace agreement, because this is the only way to ensure long-term peace and stability in the region. Thank you very much for your attention.